3 years ago, we hired a virtual assistant from the Philippines to help me manage my calendar and my inbox. Today, she is the CEO of our company, and she also oversees 100+ VAs for our clients while I focus on scaling us from $3 million a year to $10 million a year. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happened, what I learned about hiring and promoting talent, and how you can apply this same approach to build a team that does not just work for you, but actually helps you run your business. Let's dive in. Now, like most founders, I was drowning in operational tasks, calendar management, inbox cleanup, but also project coordination. But there were a lot of these tasks that were not the $200, $300 an hour type tasks that a founder should be taking on. They were the smaller tasks that really were holding me back from working on those high impact tasks. And I really needed somebody who could help take those off of my plate. And my co-founder also needed somebody to help take things off of his plate. So our decision was to hire a virtual assistant from the Philippines. And we knew that this person would likely be cost-effective compared to a US hire. They were going to have a strong work ethic and English proficiency. And then there would also be some time zone flexibility. They would be able to work on our time zone. So how did Donna come into the picture as our EA? We actually had one of our internal team members refer us to her, say, hey, I've worked with this lady before. She's incredible. She was in the corporate BPO world at the time. She had been thinking of a change because she was working in a very bureaucratic, very slow-moving environment. And she was very talented, and she knew that she wanted something else for her life. But the VA space seemed risky to her, but it also offered more flexibility and honestly a lot more excitement. So we eventually hired her as our executive assistant. Based on this referral, we knew that she would be incredible at any job that we gave her. And of course, we did some interviews with her. We had her do some hiring tasks. And from the very beginning, we knew that she was somebody very special and that she was somebody we could trust very quickly. And at the beginning, we gave her very standard EA responsibilities like inbox management, calendar management, but very quickly it turned into bigger projects, bigger tasks. And what really stood out from day one is that she did not just complete tasks, but she also helped us solve problems. So if she noticed a problem with one of our emails or a client came in with some kind of concern, she would not just say, hey, I'm flagging this for you, go deal with it. She would say, hey, this is what I would suggest. This is what I got from the email. Here's some solutions that are possible here. So we really saw that she was treating our challenges as if they were her own. And she just had a fantastic attitude every single day. Now, if you're thinking, I need somebody like this on my team, click the first link in the description below, book a free call with us. We will show you exactly how we can find an EA or a VA just like this, and they will treat your business like their own. Now, back to the video. Now, there were many signs, even in those first few months, that she was ready for more. It became crystal clear that her value to the company was much beyond being an executive assistant. She was starting to think strategically about the business and think ahead of time. She was really here to help build the company as a whole. Now, we saw some key behaviors that showed she was ready for more. She proactively identified problems before we did, and she brought solutions to those problems, not just questions or concerns. And she showed genuine ownership over these outcomes. So fairly quickly, my co-founder and I started talking about her potential. We saw somebody who could think like us and scale like us. The question really was not if, but when. So we eventually, after just a few months, we had the discussion. We offered Donna the CEO role. And yes, this was a little crazy. Most people would say that it was way too soon. How could you trust somebody, offshore to help you run your US business? But, there were many reasons why we took this risk. We believed in what we were building, but more importantly, that we believed in her. And she also believed in our same mission. She wanted to empower entrepreneurs and uplift virtual professionals. She believed in our talent so much that she knew we could scale with the business model that we had. But here's the thing, Donna did not have a roadmap for scaling this remote first agency, and neither did we really. There was no playbook for this yet. And so we were very boots on the ground with her. We had, an exclusive Slack channel, WhatsApp communication, and we even had a video messaging platform like Volley or Marco Polo, where we could send asynchronous video communication to each other. And this is where my co-founder and I were very vulnerable and honest with her. We shared our strengths, our weaknesses, and also our struggles, what the company had struggled to do. And this was really a safe space to be vulnerable with her and for her to be vulnerable with us. Letting Donna into that space was difficult, but crucial. And she got it. She understood. She never judged us. She just helped us all get better. She showed her strengths, her weaknesses, and then we were all able to kind of cover for each other where everybody else might have been falling short. So what happened after the promotion? Since taking on that CEO role, Donna has been nothing short of amazing. The results really speak for themselves. We've hired hundreds of new virtual professionals. She led a complete rebrand, something that we had been putting off for the longest time. We launched new websites twice. We migrated our entire CRM system. She basically single-handedly organized an island getaway for our team with about 100 VAs attending. She has set up meetings across the Philippines, smaller regional meetups. She's grown the Coconut community beyond what we had imagined, and she's now managing the entire day-to-day operation of our company as well as the 15 people on our internal team. She's also helping us coordinate with 100 plus clients and VAs working on all of these different client accounts, and all the systems, processes, and culture she is helping us build and refine and change over time. Now, what has this freed me up to do? Really, it's freed me up to focus on the $3 million a year to $10 million a year growth ramp. And this really includes, high-level partnerships, opportunities, a lot of the visionary work that really moves the needle. There's several projects that I've been able to work on because of this extra time, like the complete rebuild of an HR platform where our VAs are able to log their end-of-day reports, and this automatically gets sent out to our clients. Some lessons that we learned: the best hires are the ones who outgrow their role. They have the potential to become something more. Everyone has different ambition levels, so they might not want to go up to the next level of growth or, have some kind of big promotion. They might want to stay in their role for a very long time, and that is totally fine. But as long as they have the potential and the capacity and the skill set to continue to grow in that role and potentially move up to different roles or higher complexity roles, that's how you know you have a winner. Another lesson that we've learned is to create a culture of vulnerability and growth. Let your team see your strengths and your weaknesses and share your struggles openly. Build an environment where it is safe to not have all the answers. This really is how people and how companies can grow faster together. And really another big lesson that we learned is to really trust your gut on people. 6 months might seem fast to somebody to promote from an executive assistant to CEO, but we really had mitigated all of our concerns, all of the risk, because we knew how incredible this person was, that it was a really easy decision for us. And of course, one of the biggest lessons I've learned is that the right person, the right hire, will treat your problems as their own. And the perfect example being Donna. She solved our challenges as if they were hers. That is the number one signal that somebody is ready for more responsibility, or that you can just trust them with everything that's on your plate, that you don't need to be dealing with it. So what is next for us? Donna is running the entire ship, all the day-to-day operations, team management, culture, client relationships, and delivery. So my new focus is scaling from 3 million to 10 million. And that really includes, strategic partnerships, growth initiatives, building new systems that will help take us to the next level. And the bigger lesson overall is that sometimes the best hiring that you can do as a founder is to get out of the way. Hire people that are smarter than you, that can do a process better than you. Promote them when they are ready, trust them to run the business, and then focus on what only you can do. So if you are serious about hiring a VA who can actually transform your business and buy back 40 plus hours of your time every week, then make sure you click that first link in the description below and book a free call with us. At Coconut, we've placed hundreds of virtual assistants in businesses. We've got a 97% or so retention rate because we are finding people who do not just complete tasks, they solve problems, and we take care of them. And in our call, we will analyze your current situation, identify where a VA can have the biggest impact in your business, maybe as an executive assistant, and show you exactly how we can help you find somebody as incredible as Donna. So again, click the first link below and book a call. And if you want to see how you can hire a virtual assistant today, step by step, then watch this video next.